for. But then that wouldn't stop me from saying, yo, what's up? How's your mind? How's your body? And how is your soul? Oh, somebody already beat me to that. Say, yo, how's your mind? How's your body? And how's your soul? Good afternoon, PH. But haircut. Oh my God, because maybe only Port Harcourt people. Okay, Chief Churchill, yes indeed. No, the only Port Harcourt people. The whole of River State and the South region and the whole world. Especially those that are listening via our website or those that are listening via our mobile application. I'm talking about the Nigeria Info mobile app. What are we talking about today? Sympathy buying. You may be asking me, Denise, what do you mean? You must have heard of sympathy marketing, when marketing materials, advertisements are, sort of centered around the emotions of the prospective buyers or prospective customers. They sort of appeal to your emotion. I'll give you a practical example. Sometimes you see a product and they tell you that the proceeds from the sale of this product is going to be channeled to the less privileged children in Haiti, or is going to be channeled to buying school shoes for less privileged children. I'm trying to remember a particular product I've seen that message. So when you buy, what they're trying to tell you is that this product is out there. It's not for profit. This product is out there because the proceeds of this product, rather than calling for a fundraiser, rather than calling for an auction or whatever, we came up with this product idea, which is going to meet a need in your life, really. But then again, you're buying to help school children without shoes, or you're buying to help orphanages across some West African countries. So you see, when you buy and you just have it in your head that, okay, I'm doing this to... So that's sympathy marketing, or an example of sympathy marketing. But what about sympathy buying? It simply means buying out of sympathy or to show empathy. The bottom line is this. Sometimes you might end up buying things you don't need, or buying things at a far more expensive rate simply because you feel sympathy for the seller. I'll tell you a story. Let's say there's a certain widow with 4 children in your neighborhood who has a grocery shop, everyday necessities, milk, chocolate beverage, toiletries, vegetable oil, you name it. Her items are usually a bit higher in price than the other shop owners. The reason isn't far-fetched, but maybe you wish it was understood sooner. And you often find yourself pricing her items until it sort of clicked and it really felt terrible. Maybe you thought about it for a while. If you can't buy her things at the set price, then don't price it. Go to another shop. But then you realize that it wasn't just about the product she was selling or the price at which she was selling it, but it was about investing in her children's future. So this changes your entire mindset, and you find yourself going back there 98% of the time, not because you had all the money in the world, especially in this period of economic downturn, but in order to support a fellow woman. So this could be seen as sympathy buying. I asked Jude, and I think Jude mentioned the fact that, yes, he does engage in sympathy buying. Most times, maybe the woman is looking so old, or she has this, what's the word I'm looking for? This look on her face that just draws your attention towards her as someone who is probably suffering. And she may not have the best plantains in the market, but then you feel the need to buy from her, so she doesn't go home with those plantains. She can go home with something. Several times at the market, I had seen better looking periwinkle. And I'm a huge fan of periwinkle. Maybe because in my place, we don't buy it. We don't sell it. We just go and pick it and it's, free and all that. Usually pains me when I come to the city and I have to buy it anyway. So back to what I was saying. I see some fine looking periwinkle for sale. And then sold by an older person. And then you see these children in the market who have their buckets of periwinkle, sometimes tied in a nylon, sometimes they move around with their cups, and they're trying to sell. And I just find myself buying from these children. Because in my head, I feel sympathy for them, and this is why. I'm always, all the time, I'm thinking, this child was probably sent to the market by one wicked stepmother, or one wicked auntie or wicked uncle. And if this child is not able to sell all the periwinkle, guess what? This child goes home to receive serious beating. So I will buy from the children. Sometimes this is what I do. If I want to buy 3 cups, and there are probably 3 children around, I buy one cup from each of the children. So I say, you give me 1 cup, you give me another cup, you give me another cup. I'm not the only person. But what we're talking about this is, can business, if you're going to only hinge your marketing, hinge your business growth on the fact that people will look at you with the eye of pity and purchase from you, what are the chances that your business will grow? And then question number 2, have you practiced sympathy buying before? What indeed influenced your decision to buy? Let's talk. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Again, 0809 030 6416. We are live on X. X handle is at Nigeria Info PH, and our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is our Facebook page, and our X handle is at Nigeria Info PH. Now you can go there, watch us live, but most importantly, drop your comments in the comment section, as in course of the conversation, your comments will be read. If you're unable to get through to us via the phone lines, then you can always send a WhatsApp message, which will be read in course of the conversation. Again, the WhatsApp and Telegram number remains 0809 030 6416. Once again, 0809 030 6416. Again, the call lines 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Remember, a call screener is in standby to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So when you do call, the first voice you would hear will not be my voice, but of course that of the call screener. Now, for those of you watching live, it may interest you to know, maybe you haven't paid attention at all, that for every time we pre-sell a conversation, or for every time you get to watch our live video, we actually have displayed on the write-up our call number. It's always there. It's always there. Sometimes we have our WhatsApp number displayed as well, so you can see it and just copy the number and call us. All right. Darlington Young says, happy to see you live. Happy to see you watch me live too, Darlington. So I look forward to your messages And of course, I look forward to your calls. I don't know what's happening to the phone lines though, but if you're unable to get through to us via the other numbers I earlier advertised, how about you try calling 0817 923 0009, 0817 923 0009. We're still talking sympathy buying. Have you ever practiced sympathy buying? What influenced your decision to buy out of sympathy? And can businesses patronized by sympathy buyers indeed grow?
Okay,
Nigerian for good afternoon to you and welcome. What's your name?
My name is Chidebere, calling from Melele.
Chidebere from Melele, you're welcome. Talk to me.
Thank you. It's part of, I would say it's part of life for those who understand it.
Okay.
So, yes, sometimes you see some old women, most times, I look at where the market is not too busy. Those ones that are not selling much. And sometimes the products are more cheaper, not the one that you are saying they're high. No, they are cheap. Or I buy from them. So, I learned this when I was working somewhere. I would say at the place of, what do we call it? Those that sell food on the road. While eating, somebody will tap me on the shoulder. Please buy food for me. When I turn, it's a madman. Sometimes it will be madman. I begin to wonder, what is this now? But when I begin to slowly interact with them, I now understand that it seems like it's part of what I should be doing in life. Looking at those who are not able, who will say that God always provides for them. How did God provide? It's from we that God also provides for us.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Nigerian for good afternoon to you and welcome. Okay. Oh, says, I'm happy to watch you live from the USA. Oh, interesting. All right. So like I said, beyond watching us live is being a part of the conversation. The same way beyond listening to us live is also important that you are a part of the conversation by either typing in your messages and sending it for us to read it, or you pick up your phone and you call us and be a part of the conversation as well. Sympathy buying is simply what we are talking about, and it means buying out of sympathy or to show empathy. More like pity, Do you really need some of the things that you buy out of sympathy, or it is solely because, the way this woman was looking, I just felt like I should buy from her. You're feeling pity and sorrow for someone's misfortune. If I probably go to the market and you see a woman with many children and you're moved to buy from the woman, not because she has the best product, not because her tomatoes are fresh or her pepper fresh, no. Her dry fish may not be looking as fresh and full as some other person's dry fish. But you see, you choose to buy from her because, this woman looks like she's suffering. Let me buy from her so that at least, if I'm the only person that buys from her today, it should count for something. Zion from Jari. Welcome, Zion.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Zion. Talk to me.
As humans, we are tripartite beings. The body, which is the flesh, the soul, and the spirit. The flesh is just that which you see. The real entity is your soul and not your spirit. The spirit is only connected to God. That is the line for empathy. That is the line you have pity, you have mercy, you consider, you look upon, you forgive, you let go, and you connect the need that which you see. These people, like this. So, might just release like 20K, make them carry manage. You see these thoughts? It is not the flesh, oh. It is your soul, because of what it has been ministered to the one that gave it to you, which is the spirit. Go and help those people. Forgive those people. That is the spirit of God that connects the soul. But look at the flesh now. How can I have mercy on these people now? For what? Money when I want carry, go flesh, go give them. But then carry my money, go put for juju. Can you see what the flesh is doing now? Because of what? Experiences. Because of abandoned processes that were never healed. Because of some certain relationships that were broken. On that point, that we should have mercy on that woman to buy some. Oh, I'm even going too far. Come to the street and you see some of them. Everything that is on their trays, not even up to 2,000 naira.
Very
and they
true.
have been trekking from morning for the past 4 hours. Nobody has even priced one. Just buy everything, make them go. No be abasha. Pay for the whole abasha, make them carry that thing, go out. That connection.
But Zion, if these people continue to rely on sympathy buyers, will the businesses grow? I mean, how many times do you actually feel the need to buy from these people just so that you alleviate them of the suffering and pain that they are going through? And you realize that you may not even have the resources to. Yeah, I can understand I may not be in need of a certain product and I buy from someone to share to other people. Just so that the seller can go home happy. I said all my things today. You get one man wey just come he just buy all my oranges, begin share am for people. Now so they sell everything for my market. How many times would they get people like you come back the next day to come and buy everything on their tree and share to people?
P-square, we use the word patronize. What is the definition of patronize? Even the big names you go to possess their product to patronize, you have pity on them. You don't know.
No, I'm not feeling pity for them, because the money I'm spending is expensive. Why am I feeling pity? You had the guts to charge me for baby milk, so amount. I'm not feeling pity for you. I'm only buying because I need your milk. I need your product. You're fulfilling a need. I mean, you see some of these big brands, I don't even think they're suffering. To be honest, I'm not buying because I feel pity. For all I know, you have this brand distributed in all of Nigeria. If you're not making sales from me, you're probably making sales from somebody else. But you see, there's not one person who is struggling to even sell 200 naira pepper. The person is not distributing all over Nigeria. Sometimes I feel like if I don't buy from this person may never make a sale today. Nigerian folk, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon, madam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Kalada. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Kalada, you're welcome.
Yeah, talking about sympathy buying, yes. One has bought through sympathy once or twice, particularly those women who sell sachet water on top of their head in either trays or some rubber. And I carry this sachet water to sell. Buy pure water, you know. When you look at these people, you wonder how much is contained in that stuff they are carrying. And you want to, out of sympathy, buy as many as you can from them so that they can feed for that day, So in such situations, actually, you feel empathic and know that they are just doing that just to have a meal, them and their families, probably for a day or something. So you want to buy out of sympathy so that you help them survive for that day. So one has done that a couple of times in the past.
So how many sachet waters did you buy? Did you drink all of them?
No, you buy. Sometimes I just take one and give them 2, 3, 4, 500.
Are you serious?
And they will shout, "God bless you." Yes. You take like 2 and say, "Okay, madam, I'm gonna take." Forget about the change. And you see them highly elated and they bless you from the bottom of their heart.
You know the irony of that situation? You probably gave them 500 naira, and that 500 naira covers for all the water there. You expect them to go home or probably be generous with the water if they find someone who is thirsty, who doesn't have maybe, how much is sachet water now? Here too is being sold for 50 naira. Who doesn't have maybe 30 naira to buy. And they tell you, I beg, bring your money. And then they give person free water. You see, you just bought from them out of sympathy. I mean, the scorching sun and everything. Sorry? But they didn't show sympathy. Exactly. You expect that somebody has bought all the water in your rubber and probably gave you extra. You should go home. In fact, if you see mad people on the way, you give them water to drink. If you see someone that is thirsty, you say, "Collect, no worry." I mean, you extend the generosity, but most times they don't. Drive back in the next 30 minutes and you still see them seated there. Yeah. Funny enough.
You know, it's even in the table, the guy with who is owing, Christ forgive him.
You get it.
That's life for you.
You get it. Uche from Eche. Hi, Uche. Welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah, Bibi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Uche.
Yes. Sympathy, for me, it can grow a business or it may not also. Did you know that I busted into laughter when you were asking one question? If you buy today, or if you buy from them out of sympathy, you happen to buy pure water 50 naira. And because you have sympathy on them, you buy all the pure water and started sharing to people. And he or she goes home celebrating. Lydia, are you aware that there is a place they stock those goods? Not that they are carrying 500 naira pure water means that was what brought them out. Like those of them who sells ice cream or cold water. I've seen a place where they stocked all those things.
Yeah, when they finish selling one, they go and pick another one.
Yes. If you buy now under sympathy, trust me when I speak for free. Before your sight is here, they don't rush to carry another one to come out. You carry sympathy, carry out again, share people. He rush it too. Now, person where on calculated today, I must make 10,000. And only you that sympathize, they buy the share. How much is your income? Are you part of the people Labour Congress are talking about? To ensure you buy pepper and you buy it under sympathy? Now, let me tell you two things. I met an old woman at Igruta selling water leaf. I said, Mama, at your age, how old are you, Mama? Mama said, I am 77. I said, what? One woman came out and said, no, my mama, in children get money, mama no agree stay one place.
Oh.
I said, oh, Mama, today you go stay one place. How much is your water leave? Mama say 500 naira. I gave Mama 5,000. Mama, ya go home. Are they where they buy pre-winkle? Mama don't carry another water leave, come out.
So for Mama it's working.
5K. Meanwhile, only maybe 10,000 or 20 will carry come market. No, it is good to show sympathy. But we should look at the way we show those sympathies. Patronize them, give them what you have to give to them, but that doesn't mean that every day you come, you show sympathy. You can't know who they show your pocket sympathy. Make her come out, make her stop here, come out. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I don't know, Bionye KC on Facebook says, I do sympathy buying, but don't patronize children. I see it as a way of encouraging child labor when done. Pregnant women, the aged, physically challenged are okay to buy from, but children is a no-go area for me. Someone sent a voice note on WhatsApp. I see how I can listen to it. Good afternoon, I'm Ernest. Firstly, when it comes to business, it starts with your target audience. The people you want to buy from you. So if you package well, you're having the big men come patronize you. If a business person works with sympathy, seeking sympathetic people, the question is, how many of us are sympathetic in this Nigeria, where we aren't smiling? How long can the sympathetic ones be sympathetic? This will tell if that business will grow in the long run. I really don't think it will grow that way, at least not in the online space. Oh, let me tell you what's happening in the online space now. Someone selling a product comes out, puts out a video, say, I beg, buy from me. Oh, I never see food shop since morning. Buy from me, make I see food shop. And people place order. Sometimes they bring their children. Say, now this business, now they take care of these children. If you don't know buy from me, I want to feed my children. Somebody will look at the children and say, "Child, for the sake of these children, let's buy." Sometime last week, I saw a video of a lady who traveled all the way to Lagos. I think she went for a trade fair in Lagos from Port Harcourt. And she was literally crying, begging people around Lagos to come and buy, that she paid transport, that in fact, at this juncture, she's going to sell the stuff at the original market price. She can't afford to take those goods back to Port Harcourt without buying. So can you imagine transporting the goods to Lagos, number one, paying for the space, and not even being able to make one single sale? It's enough to cry. Now, how many people saw that video and decided, okay, I'm not in Lagos, I can't come down to the fair because of traffic and everything? Can you post this product online so that we can shop online? But you see, people saw her video, and I'm sure they were willing to buy. But for how long would you continue to listen to somebody crying, telling you how they traveled all the way down for a trade fair, and they've not been able to make a single sale? You know, sometimes there's this satisfaction you feel, because of me, because of this one item I bought, at least somebody goes seafood chop. However, do you really need some of the things you bought? If you see the person selling water leaf, do you really need water leaf? I'm currently looking for where to buy a foriro leaf. If I go to the market and I see somebody offering me afang leaf in place of a foriro, will I now buy out of sympathy because the person needs to be bought from?
So I get called. There is Wabu boy Nigeria. My Ethiopian wa utemaro dumelo.
Try to round off the conversation. If you're just joining us, we're talking sympathy buying, and the two questions I asked: have you practiced sympathy buying before, and what influenced your decision to buy? The second question was centered around the growth of a business. Can businesses patronized by sympathy buyers indeed grow? So let's take a listen to this quickly. I think it's about 1 minute or thereabout.
Dennis, good afternoon. My name is Irabu Chikan. What life is all about is do your own part and leave the rest for God. He says that The ravens of the heaven and the lilies of the valley, beautiful as the lilies of the valley. That tells you that for you to do today, another person will do tomorrow. That is why those people, if they bring out their goods, they must finish selling. None of them have died of hunger. But the main thing is to make your own try. Come out. God will make a way. That is why I continue to advocate to labor to consider the informal sector. Those people that are selling in supermarket, that those people that are doing such type of businesses, they need to partake in the largesse of the minimum wage.
All right then, thank you so much. Araceli says, hi Denise, since the term sympathy buying does not exist in my vocabulary. I mean, what does someone with no significant job or vocation be doing having 5 kids? What should a frail old woman or man be doing hawking under the sun if he or she doesn't have reprobates as children and relatives? I don't encourage such irresponsibility. Araceli, send that in. This one says, a lady was crying and begging for support on TikTok and Instagram for the sake of her children when her ex-husband got a court order banning her from twerking on video with their children. Okay, how does this concern the conversation? Okay. Bottom line is this. The truth of the matter is some of us found ourselves in situations where we ended up buying something. And your friend asks you, this thing you bought, how did you buy it? So I said, I don't even know, Sefo. I just see one old woman, they sell them now. I say, try this woman, they suffer. Make I just buy them. I mean, so that she can go home. If you don't have need of certain things, do you really need to buy from people selling to help them or to prove a point? You know, with the limited resources we have at hand now, nobody really wants to buy something and not get value for their money. A better looking plantain being sold by a good looking woman and a bad plantain or an almost overripe plantain sold by an older woman. You buy the other one only because you feel sympathy for the woman. At the end of the day, how sustainable is that for that woman's business? My name is Denise Aniswala. Thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. Up next is Trending Stories, and thereafter a recorded program, and then Sunnyside continues.
Real stories, real people, Nigeria Info. Let's talk. It's 1 o'clock.